What is up, Fantasy Endgame family? Welcome to another Best Ball tournament for the playoffs. That's right. We're going to start drafting right now. We've been drafting ever since the new year began, and we're going to get in here. If you want to join us, you can do it. We're on Underdog, as you know, partner with them, and they have all sorts of tournaments, all sorts of choices. I mean, there's almost too many to name. Not going to name them all, but you can see the one we're going to get into right there is the Mitten 3. And I feel like it was just yesterday we were doing the Mitten 2, and now here we are.
Here we are. Well, it was just yesterday I was doing the Mitten 3, but yes, just last week we were doing the Mitten 2. So yeah, here we are. Let's do it. Mitten 3.
All right. And again, if you're wondering, look at all the choices there. Again, there's just so many. This is, mind you, just NFL playoffs. You got the bigger mitten, the little mitten, the big mitten too, and these are all basically the same thing with different prize structures. What is it? The Summit. And that one looks interesting. $15, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Right. Is that what this is? The Summit.
Yeah, the Summit, which is weird because it's that's interesting, but looks like it's 3 entry max, which is kind of nice if you're not going to be doing a lot of drafts.
There you go. And then so the Gauntlet. A little bigger one here, $25. Still easy to get in and still plenty of prize money to be won. Or the little gauntlet. Again, there's just so many. Just scroll through it and you can see there's some that are wild card weekend only. There are some, like you see there, the playbook. There's some that are just for the Saturday games, just for the Sunday games, the blitz, the QB sneak. So you get the point here. The bomb. I've done the bomb before. Yeah, this is all just NFL playoff tournaments. So you want to draft and you get your fixing for fantasy and win some money. Yeah, Underdog is where it's at. Actually, I should remind you quickly before we jump into this and show you how we draft is you use code Endgame and you sign up for the very first time. If you haven't tried Underdog, you want to try Underdog, get in some of these drafts. Make sure when you check out, use code Endgame because they always give you free picks. We've been talking about all season long. Also up to $1,000 of bonus cash when you sign up for your first deposit. A lot of freebies, a lot of free cash where you can start entering to win money. So we're going to do just that. We've been doing some mittens here. Just feel like it's a nice, easy way to get into multiple drafts. We don't like to just draft once.
Right.
So let's do it again. The mitten part 3. All right. We're going to jump into the same draft, hopefully. You guys are watching. You want to jump in with us? Let's try it. We're going to count down 3, 2, 1, go.
So we got 2 spots left, 1 spot left full.
All right. Well, that one's full. I'm pretty sure we're in the same one.
We are.
All right. Well, there we go. I got the 2.
Yep. I got the 4. Once again, I still have not had the number 1 pick.
In
all these drafts.
Things are a little different. I know you did one yesterday or a couple yesterday. We did some last week together before week 18 was over. And pretty much the playoffs were set, but not completely. So, yeah, those dart throws on like Jamar Chase. Okay, so goodbye to those. Bijan Robinson, RIP, playoff hopes. Any difference in strategy now that we know the field is set here? Anything different you feel that changed from last week?
Well, I did try a couple. Like I got the 5, and the 6 yesterday, because of course. So I did try like a Derrick Henry team. I tried I think I tried a Gibbs team, and then I think I did a Derrick Henry, Amon-Ra St. Brown start at the 6. It was okay. I got a couple Vikings stacks, so it wasn't bad. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to go here. So,
yeah, you did. I remember when we did together the last time we drafted together, basically all Lions team. Let's say half Lions, and then you did a Ravens heavy team, which I'm all aboard those strategies. I kept saying, look, I did get the 1-1 on one of those drafts. I took Josh Allen. I like getting that running back early. I took Barkley. You took Gibbs. I honestly feel I'm just going to go running back first round from here on out.
I don't know if I'll do it every time. It's good to mix it up, I think, a little bit.
Right. Not necessarily the same running back, mind you, but one of those studs. Okay.
So we were the only 2 that didn't go QB in the first round.
And that's not surprising. Everybody wants their QB. And, based on ADP, those guys are going basically the highest other than
Well, I was
Saquon.
going to go Amon-Ra there. I'm very, very surprised this guy took Amon-Ra.
Huh.
Maybe I'll just grab Goff now.
KC. Well, man, it's crazy. You talk about ADP. Look, those quarterbacks are off the board. The next quarterback being drafted in terms of ADP is 32, and that's Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I don't mind the Vikings stack because you can pretty easily get like Jefferson, Addison, Darnold. Like you can get Jefferson here.
Here we
And
go.
you'll still be able to easily get Darnold later.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I was really hoping that the guy at 4 who took Mahomes would not take Amon-Ra, because then I probably would have just gotten Goff on the way back. I would have had the nice Gibbs, Goff, Amon-Ra stack, but gonna have to pivot a little bit here.
Well, and here's the problem is you get a guy like Darnold. I don't have a lot of confidence that they're even going to play more than one game, much less 2 or 3 in the playoffs. So you of course should get a second quarterback. I just don't know who that should be.
So we'll go the Gibbs, Goff, Jameson stack instead here.
Nice.
Really, you don't think the Vikings are gonna go into LA and win?
Honestly, I don't feel like there's going to be a ton of upsets. Of course, there will be. We just don't know. But I think I have the Rams upsetting the Vikings in round 1.
Wow.
I
don't know, man. I know the Vikings look bad on Monday night, but still feel like it's a good team. Better than the Rams. I don't feel like the Rams are any good. Maybe I'll be wrong.
Sean McVay knows how to win in the playoffs. Wow, there you go. Full line. Go Sam pick. That's not a bad choice. Okay.
Full Lions, but now I'm gonna need a lot of guys that don't have all these guys are off week 1. That's the downside here.
Right. That is the risk. So I'm kind of looking ahead. If I'm going to get Darnold, I'm going to get a second quarterback, and I think I want it to be Baker Mayfield. So I'm going to try Evans. I do feel like the Bucs could win their first game.
I was surprised you didn't go Addison there.
Yeah, but again, if I don't feel great about the Vikings winning even one, much just 2 games, I don't want to be too heavily invested. Like I can get one massive game out of Jefferson, but you know what I mean? I don't want to be too all in on that offense.
Yeah.
And then I'll go. See, if I wait for a second running back too long, then I'm screwed. So I'm going to go Jacobs. If it lets me.
All right, that's good because I wanted either Pacheco or Ladd here. Flowers or Ladd here. All right, well, there goes Ladd. I'll take Flowers. People are very worried about Flowers right now with the knee.
Yeah, so he wasn't practicing. It's just a sprain, though. Yeah, sounds like he'll play. So generally speaking, even though you don't consider Goff an elite fantasy quarterback, you feel like because the Lions should go deep, if you have Goff as your QB, like you do here, you're pretty much one and done at QB.
No, because Goff's gonna be off week 1, so I definitely am gonna need another QB.
So, but you're okay waiting on like a Stafford or Herbert or somebody.
Yeah, but I might snipe you on Baker. We'll see.
Oh, great. See, I spoke too soon.
I mean, I don't want any riffraff at QB.
You definitely don't want Sam Darnold.
No, I won't go Darnold.
Okay, there we go. In this case, let's see. Look, I've been talking about it. I hadn't done it yet. Talking about RB early wait on QB. Let's see how great I feel after I take my second QB. I don't even know. Is there a QB that you can get late that you feel realistically could be on a team that makes a run to the Super Bowl? A surprise, like a Chargers, Washington, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know about Washington. As much as I like Jaden Daniels, I mean, how often do rookie QBs go to the Super Bowl? Like never.
Right.
Herbert maybe. Baker maybe.
See if I don't take Baker here. I know you're gonna take him.
Actually, I might not.
You're just saying that.
No. I mean, there's still a lot of guys on the board. I probably need more than Baker right now.
Man, I don't really love any of these other guys. Yeah, I'll take Nico. Hope for one good game. Oh, well, of course, Flacco's got his pick. Steelers will shock the world.
I mean, that would be shocking if the Steelers win one game. It'll be shocking because that would be on the road in Buffalo or in Baltimore.
Yeah, is Russell Wilson even being drafted? Like barely.
Wait, did that guy before me take Herbert? Didn't he already have a QB?
Yeah, he had Lamar, but he decided he needed Herbert too.
Well, which makes no sense, but okay.
No.
Well, now I probably am gonna have to take Baker.
I figured. That's okay.
I mean, who's your QB? Oh, Darnold.
Darnold.
I think with Darnold, I would just be fine. I was just fine with one QB yesterday with Darnold. I mean, you're betting on the Vikings going to the Super Bowl, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah, I probably need to go Baker here.
Well, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. So that guy I was going to go Hawkinson then, since I was like, okay, Vikings, here we go. I guess not.
Nope.
Damn. Okay. I didn't expect that. Let's hope for a big Isaiah Pacheco playoffs. He'll be great in the playoffs, right?
We shall see.
It's a week to rest. Okay. So I need a receiver. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like just having Darnold. I'll just hedge my bet with Stafford.
All right. Well, I need a running back here. I guess I don't like B-Rob against the Bucks, but
so Flacco wants to know, what's the biggest lesson you learned this year with drafting positions? Assume you're talking just our regular redraft, not these best ball drafts.
Yeah, I don't know if I learned. I mean,
that the 1-1 is cursed.
Well, the 101 is cursed. Whoever the consensus 101 is, if you get the number one pick, do not take them.
Basically.
That's not. We can just answer because otherwise it blocks the board because of the way this thing is. I mean, I think it just reaffirmed things for me. Like, it's okay to wait on QB and it's okay to wait on tight end. And I would almost argue it's almost better to wait. Because, I mean, like, okay, sure. Like, if you had Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, that's great. But if you had Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, let's go. Need some points week 1. Let's go Pickens. Yeah, I don't have a lot of week 1 guys. If you waited and got like Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, guys like that, that's even better because think about it. Like you got to pick a player like a running back or a wide receiver early in the draft and still got QBs that were just as good or better than those guys. And same with tight end. Like for his great, look, Brock Bowers was like a 9th, 10th round pick, so we can't even count him. So really, and even Kittle was like the tight end 6 or 7 this year. Like the only good early tight end this year was Trey McBride. And it's like you could have just waited and gotten Bowers or Kittle, or even waited even longer, right? And just played the waiver wire game. And, you know, there are guys off the waiver wire this year that were just as good, you know, maybe not just as good as those guys, but good enough. And then again, you got to pick a more important position earlier in the draft when the players are generally better. So I think it just reaffirmed that for me. I don't know if I learned any lessons this year as far as like positional lessons. There's definitely lessons I learned, but not positional wise.
Yeah. And the question was specifically about draft position. Now, again, I'm interpreting this. He says with drafting positions. I don't know if he meant like draft spot, like number that you're picking, or drafting like a QB or tight end or RB. But every time we think we've learned a lesson, it changes the very next year. Because the lesson last year was don't go RB early. And that was exactly what we should not have done this year. So, yeah. And what is weird is very specifically the thing that we all finally accepted and learned is like veteran running backs, right? And running backs signing free agent contracts to go to new teams. Stay away. And that is exactly who won leagues this year. It's exactly what we thought would not. So it's like, I hate to say it, but it's going to be totally different next year too. Oh, and like draft those stud. If there's so many stud tight ends, draft a tight end early, right? Sam Laporta.
Wow.
And
no.
Yeah.
It was basically Trey McBride. All the other stud drafted tight ends were bad.
Yeah.
I'll say the other lesson that goes back, but this again is something I always, which is why Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley were two of my most drafted. It's really, you know what's really frustrating? My three of my highest drafted players in Underdog last year were Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and Jamar Chase, and I somehow didn't get any teams to the finals. Like what? Like what? Like the 3 biggest league winners. But it also drives home the lesson that like last year, I was actually saying like, hey, this is the year where you might want to actually draft running backs early, because now for the first time I can ever remember, running backs are actually values in draft and wide receivers are being way overdrafted. And what happened? And we're probably going to see an overcorrection this year is my guess. We're going to see running backs going back to being overdrafted like we usually do. And now this year, you're going to want to draft wide receivers again. Probably. We'll see. We don't know yet, of course, but we'll see.
I mean, the lesson every year is almost like zig when everyone zags, right?
Yes. That is the lesson. Yes.
All right.
All right. Can't say I like this team very much.
Yeah, I don't like mine either. Let's see. Goff and Baker. That's good.
Yeah.
Gibbs and B-Rob. All right. So if Lions go to the Super Bowl, which is kind of what you're pinning your hopes on in this team, you're good there. JMO, Laporta. Flowers was a nice value. Hollywood. I don't mind that. Ooh, Hollywood and D-Hop. Interesting.
Yeah, the problem here is I only have Baker, Brian Robinson, Zay Flowers, and Pickens in week 1.
Yeah.
Which is not enough for a team. So I'm taking a 0 in week 1. That's going to be rough.
Well, that's what makes this tricky. And I thought that too, because I already had at the end, I'm looking for my last round pick. And I was like, I already have 2 Chiefs. I can't take another Chief, right? That's nothing for me in round 1. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Darnold, Stafford. So you're thinking if you take Darnold, you just ride with it?
I'm riding with. I am. I mean, because I'm playing these tournaments like, hey, you only win real money if you make it to the Super Bowl. So if they get bounced in round 1, I'm probably done anyways.
Right. So I probably just won't take Darnold next time. I don't think the Vikings are making the Super Bowl. Barkley, Jacobs, and Pacheco. I'm happy with that. But yeah. Jefferson, Kelsey, Evans, Nico, Tim Patrick. Is that enough?
I mean, well, obviously the thing is here, like Jefferson, Evans, Nico, and Patrick can't all make the Super Bowl. So you're basically, when the Super Bowl, if this team makes it to the Super Bowl, you're going to be basically just have Jefferson and Kelsey. Theoretically, right?
Theoretically. Yeah, because
So that's why I try I try to get players. Since I did like the Lions stack, I tried to get like Zay Flowers, Hollywood Brown, D Hop, Pickens, guys from the other conference, hoping that but having the 2 Chiefs in there probably too much. So yeah, it wasn't definitely not my favorite draft. Let's do another one.
Yeah, you know what? Wipe the slate clean. It's the best thing about this. You all know. Just do another one. It costs very little. Let's get to the drafts. Okay, and there's so many choices. You have to scroll over. Where are we at? The mitten 3. $5. Come on, $5 to draft a team. All right, we're gonna enter. Anybody wants to try to jump in here? Boomer, I see you on there. Anybody else? All right, we're gonna enter on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Looks like 3 spots left.
Yep.
We should definitely get some endgamers in here.
And what's nice too is you don't have to wait for them to fill, right? There's only 6, so you can draft like that, right? You jump in and you draft.
Right. Yeah, these things take. I mean, how long did that draft take? Like 10 minutes?
Exactly.
And here I am with the 5 again. I just keep getting these 4, 5, 6 spots every draft.
So
still have yet to get a Josh Allen.
So if you do go Josh Allen, basically after that you're going to stack Bills and say Bills are going to the Super Bowl. That's what this team is all about.
Yeah, and then I would probably be trying to draft a bunch of NFCers.
Yeah, I did that. You remember last week I got the Josh Allen and I took like Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman. Didn't feel great, but that's what it's about. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure, well, I can't say that. You never know what people will do. I'm pretty sure I'll go RB here again because those first 3 picks are usually the quarterbacks.
Yeah, you're right in front of me, so we're just going to snipe each other all draft.
Exactly. This guy doesn't know that the draft started. Thomas, it's funny you mentioned this. He says it doesn't understand why the Seahawks, you see that they fired their OC, Ryan Grubb, who came from Washington. It's funny you say that because I just read a whole article about it today. Let's hold on. I'll get to it in a second. There you go. 1, 2, 3 quarterbacks. I'll go with a Gibbs team. I don't remember if I have a Gibbs team.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go Barkley then. Well, apparently the reason why they fired Ryan Grubb wasn't so much that they felt the offense was bad. It's that he didn't align with what head coach Mike McDonald wanted us to do, which is just run the football.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to try something crazy here. Should I do it? Should I go Saquon Henry? Let's try it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
See what a Saquon Henry team looks like.
Or maybe just better running back.
So apparently he wants an OC that's more run focused rather than pass focused. So
yeah, what I was reading is it's that and not so much how much they ran versus how much they passed, but just kind of a stubbornness and unwillingness to change and not kind of falling in line with what the head coach is saying. And they point specifically, and I remember this game very specifically. You remember early in the season, Seahawks were like 3-1 or something. They played the Giants. We're like, the Seahawks are going to score 48 points on them. And I picked JSN to boom. And for some reason, the Seahawks didn't score against the New York Giants. And that specific game, they were like, look, let's run the ball and we can do this. And, and he just kept calling pass play after pass play after pass play. And that didn't sit well with them because they should have run the ball. Kenneth Walker was having a good start to the season, and just from then it kind of snowballed. Like, again, instead of trying to establish the run, like you remember, like Zach Charbonnet had that huge game. And then the next week they gave it to him like 5 times or something. So
yep, he
just wanted to keep passing and yeah, it just didn't jive with a guy who McDonald is a defensive coach, right? And so it just didn't mesh.
Yeah, you're gonna get the Gibbs and Monroe Goff stack here. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
I hope. Yeah, well, this guy already is a quarterback, so he better not.
Yeah, this guy's not taking. I mean, you never know in these drafts, but come on, this guy can't take Goff.
There you go. All right, this is my first Lions true stack. All right, your double hero RB.
Yep.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. At least you don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to. You don't have to decide between Kenneth Gainwell and Ty Johnson. All right, let's see. So I got Lions. You were up first. Okay, so I'm gonna go AFC wide receiver / tight end. Shakir Andrews or Flowers?
I think you're fine with any of them.
Yeah, I'll go Andrews. Maybe Flowers falls to me.
It'd be shocking if the guy at 2 passed on Flowers twice with Lamar, but you never know. People are very scared. People are very scared about that knee, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, Rashad Bateman's not that far behind him in ADP. Are we really taking Bateman over Flowers? I don't think so.
I mean, I'm not, but it looks like people are getting there. They're getting there with it.
All right. Well, there's Flowers. He got taken. I feel like it's a little early for Bateman. I don't have any Lad yet. Let's go Lad.
All right, I probably will go Bateman here. I'm gambling on this guy not taking Darnold.
Well, he already has a quarterback. Who does he have?
Yeah, but he has Mahomes, doesn't play week 1.
So he might.
But he has Evans, so maybe he's going to try to wait on Baker.
One nice thing, right, with these 6-man drafts is you can actually kind of plan and see what your opponent might do. You have time.
Exactly. All right, let's go. Darnold Addison.
Not bad. And Jacobs keeps just like falling to me.
Yeah, because nobody thinks they're playing more than a game.
So they might not, but how great do I feel about Joe Mixon, J.K. Dobbins, and those guys playing more than a game? No. I do need another quarterback with Goff. Well, I think I can wait one more round. Okay. Yeah, there goes Isaiah Likely. Could be a sneaky pick. Who knows? Okay, so we got Detroit, Baltimore. Let's see. Amari Cooper, maybe. Or DeAndre Hopkins. Which crusty veteran receiver? I'm going to go Amari Cooper.
That makes my choice easy. Let's go Keon Coleman.
What are you looking at here?
I'm going to go Hawk for the Vikings. Go with Addison and Darnold.
All right. Well, I'm stacking Chargers. I'm going to go Herbert.
I like that.
If it lets me pick him. Why are you not letting me pick him? There we go. Yeah, it's a Lad and Herbert. Got your boy Boomer.
What's up, Boomer?
No, I don't know. It's Taysom Hill. What's his ADP these days?
Well, let's see. This is playoff best ball. I don't think the Saints made it.
No,
I don't think they made it.
Did you see it? I'm sure you would appreciate this. You saw Derek Carr, something about he won't take a pay cut or restructure his contract because what was it? He said something about I'm confident in what I put on tape.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, whose tape are you watching? You're watching like
Exactly.
Joe Montana highlights?
Right.
All right, to the end. I think I'm okay running back. Yeah. I really don't like any of these players. Yeah, I hate it, but there we go.
All right, I'm going to go QJ here. Kincaid's interesting because I have Coleman. It could give me a little. But let's take another shot on a guy here for a different team. And then I have a fun last round pick already queued up.
Oh. All right. Is it Cam Akers?
It is.
I was joking. But I was like, hey, you're going in on Minnesota. Why not?
Hey, I got Saquon and Henry. If I'm expecting Minnesota to make it, that means Saquon won't be there.
There you go.
Cam Akers gets touches. He gets touchdowns sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. He showed a little something on Sunday. You know what? Why not? There you go. Tight end. Another tight end, just for fun. I do like this team a little better. A little more balanced here because I got my Lion trio. And then if the Charger stack pays off, yeah, it's not too bad. I like this one. Probably the best I've done so far. What about you?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about all the. I don't know if this is my favorite of all the drafts, but I definitely like this one better than the last draft I did.
All right. One more pick. Yeah, somebody has faith in Cooper Kupp. That's questionable.
You never know. All right, there we go.
All right, break down these teams for another mitten 3. Going Darnold, Barkley, and Henry with game makers to back it up. Did that strategy going double RB early pay off?
Yeah, I don't hate it. I got Darnold, Addison, Hawkinson for the Vikings and Cam Akers. And then I got a bunch of AFC guys, Worthy, Bateman, Coleman, QJ, obviously Derrick Henry. You know, if any of those teams make obviously I'm betting on the Vikings and one of those teams. Obviously I got Chargers, Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens. So, if the Vikings make it, there's a good chance they're playing one of those teams in the Super Bowl. So I definitely like this team. Definitely like this team.
Yeah. And so I'm in Lions. Got Goff and Gibbs and Amon-Ra, and then went Herbert and Ladd.
Like that.
Jacobs again. I guess my default RB2. And then the receivers, I did try to make it more AFC heavy, hence Amari Cooper and Mark Andrews. Sorry. Jaden Reed and Zach Ertz, just because I couldn't bring myself to get guys, like Mac Hollins or George Pickens, man, like just so much. Now I don't think George Pickens will really do much of anything. I'd rather get whatever Zach Ertz. Like if I'm gonna get a one and done guy, on a team like that, I'm just gonna go for a guy I think could have the biggest game. So you know what I mean?
Yep, I hear you. All right, what you got? One more in you?
Let's do it. One more. Gotta mix it up. Okay, so let's get on to.
Yeah, let's see. Will I get pick 5 or pick 6 this time? What are you predicting?
It's gonna be 6.
Okay.
It's like you flip a coin, but it's a 2-headed coin, and it's 5. Pick 5, pick 6. That's it. It's
right.
Not rolling the dice. It's just.
I should be really good from pick. I should just be like on autopilot, right? Like, okay, him, done.
True. All right, here we go. Anybody wants to jump in? We're going to confirm it's mitten 3, $5 entry on Underdog. 3, 2, 1, go.
What? We cannot enter you into this type of draft. Huh?
Interesting. So you didn't get to go in?
I'm guessing I'm not in your draft. No.
All right. Well, let's do it again. I'll just put mine on autopilot. I got the 1-1 for what it's worth. That makes
sense. Just do your draft. Pull it up. Pull it up on the board. You can walk through your draft.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
That's weird. I've never gotten that message before. Let me see. How do I?
Okay. Let me share the right one. All right. There we go. Well, this one's for you, Chris. So let's just say we have the 1.1, so you finally have some stake in a team with the first pick. Who you want to take?
Let's go Josh Allen.
Josh Allen it is. All right, I figured. Okay, so we can. One kind of nice thing getting the 1-1 also is it gives you more time to breathe and look ahead, right? So there isn't an obvious Bills player to stack when the turn comes around. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to wait for round 3, unless you want to reach on Khalil Shakir, which I don't feel is a great strategy.
Why not go Josh Allen, James Cook?
I was going to say, you want to go James Cook? That way we just get
the running back out of the way, and then you could take the best other wide receiver on the board. Like, I don't think you need to force Shakir in here.
No, I don't think. The one thing that makes me worry with Bills in general and the Bills, stacking in a team like this is there isn't one guy, right? One go-to guy. And I don't know. I feel like Shakir is going to put up huge games in the playoffs. They're going to spread around. It's going to be Josh Allen playing hero ball. So I'm on board with Cook, but I don't want to reach on Shakir for sure. I'd rather wait and take a late
I would
shot.
probably just go. I would probably just go Cook and then best wide receiver in the NFC.
Right. So queuing up. Hopefully, maybe Justin Jefferson's there, or
that'd be nice. Puka.
Yeah. Oh, Puka. Wow, Puka's down at 20. Okay. Well, I mean that makes sense, but all right, Jefferson's gone. Let me ask you this, because it's our turn soon. Between Devonta Smith and JMO, who you prefer?
Probably go Smith just knowing he's going to play week 1.
All right. Well, here we go. We got James Cook. And now the best top players based on ADP are Devonta Smith, JMO, Kelsey, and then that's it. So Devonta Smith.
That's probably who I'd go with. Plus, I have a lot of Jameson. Not that
I was going to say we're not going with the Lions stack. Why is it? It's like spinning for me.
Underdog having issues.
Yep. And
you got
JMO. All right.
You got Jameson. All right. Well. Oh well.
I was trying to draft and remove Jameson from the queue, and it wouldn't let me. So oh well. There we go. Yeah, it just gave me some weird message. Something is undefined. It usually doesn't happen. Almost never when we draft an underdog does it give issues.
Yeah, I know. I've never had that message like can't enter you in this draft. Like, what do you mean you can't enter me in that draft? What? What do you mean?
Okay, so now we have Allen, Cook, and Jameson. 24, so what, 6 more? If Puka's there, we go Puka.
Yeah, Puka's still there. I think you got to go Puka.
If Shakir's still there, go Shakir.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I'm going to order the queue. I would think one of those guys will be here. And then now here's a good thing with Josh Allen. You don't have to draft another quarterback.
No, you definitely don't. You definitely do not have to draft another quarterback.
Right, because no buy. And again, if you got Josh Allen, there's no point getting like a Herbert, Stafford, whatever, because you're not going to use them. And you would assume even if they don't make the Super Bowl, the Bills should be playing deeper than those kind of teams. So you're just hoping the Bills make it all the way.
Yes.
All right, Puka's gone. I guess we could wind up with Shakir, possibly. Although it's not a sure thing.
Yeah, I feel like usually you get Shakir there.
Well, okay, here we go. If this guy takes the next ranked player, which is Aaron Jones, that guy took Pacheco higher than ADP. Okay, well, here we go. We got 2 picks. The first pick should be Shakir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the next players available: Aaron Jones, Sam Laporta, Mike Evans, Josh Jacobs, Ladd McConkey.
I think I like Evans here.
Like Evans, okay.
Either Evans or Aaron Jones if you want another running back.
Well, you know what? I don't really have any Jones, but I do. I hate waiting too long on a running back. Go ahead.
I think Aaron Jones is fine here, but you better hurry. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Now, with Josh Allen, James Cook, Khalil Shakir, are you still looking for a Keon Coleman, a Dalton Kincaid, a Amari Cooper, someone like that later?
Yeah, but just one of them, and I wouldn't force it.
Yeah.
If I get one of those guys, I'm fine.
Yeah, and that's I guess the good thing if by getting Josh Allen in the Bills is you have multiple options because there isn't just one guy or 2 guys.
Yeah, and the nice thing is they're their ADPs are very spread out. It's very easy to get. Very easy to get them.
Exactly. That guy really wasn't on at all season, preseason, any season was Keon Coleman. But I kind of like taking him later here. I feel like he could be a sneaky playoff pick.
Yeah.
As opposed to any of those others early.
He's always got touchdown upside, big play upside, which is what you want in this format.
Exactly. It is best ball. Yeah, so I'll probably wait here. Amari Cooper is gone. Okay, well, there you go. Good. How are you feeling about not that we're going to take another running back here, but I'm just curious. How are you feeling about Monty expected back for divisional round?
I just hope he doesn't suffer a serious injury in the playoffs.
So, not feeling too great.
No. What did he need? He had to get like 4 opinions and then finally found a doctor who's like, yeah, you can play on it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Not too encouraging. Okay. I would imagine this. Oh, okay. We're going Justice Hill at 35. Josh Jacobs is still on the board with an ADP at 28, and it's pick 36. Then we got Monty, Terry McLaurin, quarterbacks that we don't need, J.K. Dobbins, Dalton Kincaid, Hawk, Keon Coleman.
If it's me, I would probably go Terry and one of the Bills.
Yeah, I had Terry lined up. Actually, that's exactly what I have lined up. Terry is queued first, and then I have those Bills. Man, Jacobs falling almost 10 spots below ADP.
Yeah, he's not bad, but you already got Cook and Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
And you're kind of betting on the Bills getting to the Super Bowl, which means you have a running back for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. Just see, he just keeps falling. I don't know why he keeps falling to him.
Because everybody's like, the Packers are not going to win. They're not going to go into Philly, and Philly tough run defense.
Right. Yeah.
Scroll down on your draft board so we can see the last 3 rounds here.
Okay, let's see.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's the reason for Jacobs, because it's like he's probably going to be one and done.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I mean, look, I'm not taking Justice Hill, Kenneth Gainwell, guys who barely touch the ball over him.
No, that's a little much.
You don't get points per win, right? By per team win. That's not how this works.
I can honestly say that, well, I've never had the 101, but this is easily probably my favorite team that either of us have drafted so far. Just shows. I mean, obviously, it's going to come down to the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
But the fact that you're able to get the Bills stack and then still get such good high upside players who could make deep runs. Yeah, it's just such an advantage having the 101 in these drafts. Yeah, which sure. I don't know if you've heard, I've had 0 of in 11.
Is that right?
0. I have not had the 101. Nope.
Wow.
Not one time.
Well, claim this team. If this team wins it all, we split it.
I wouldn't say it's statistically impossible because that's not true, but it's statistically very unlikely. Because, right, you should get every draft slot once every 6 drafts. So basically, I've gone twice and not gotten the 101 yet.
All right. 2 picks now. Here are the choices. Monty still on the board. J.K. Dobbins, Dalton Kincaid, T.J. Hawkinson, Joe Mixon. Quarterbacks, Jaden Reed, B-Rob, Cortland Sutton, George Pickens, etc.
I'd probably go Jaden Reed and I guess Hawk, or maybe you could go Monty if you want another running back.
I was thinking Hawk. So I'll go Hawk, and then let's see. We have J-Mo. We have Monty or Jaden Reed? Man, I don't feel great about Jaden Reed's chances. You're okay with
Monty's fine here, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good value. I mean, if he gives us something in the conference championship or the Super Bowl.
You know who I probably really would have liked there? You scroll down a little more, probably like Jalen McMillan.
Where's Jalen McMillan at? Wait, did somebody already take him?
Has his ADP gone up that much? I don't see him. His ADP couldn't because Mike Evans. There's no way he's going before Mike Evans. No, he should still be there. Oh wait, no, there he is.
Nope, yeah, 44.
Yeah, his ADP's gone up. McMillan would have been nice because I do think, as you know, I'm a Commanders fan, but I'm also realistic. I think the Bucs are going to beat the Commanders.
Yeah, I think so too. Offense is too hot.
That should definitely be the game of the week, though.
Oh yeah, no, that'll definitely be. I mean, you'd think it'd be a high-scoring game, so it should definitely be interesting. All right, got one more pick. I think we need a wide receiver. So I guess Jaden Reed if he's still there. If not, just might go Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, Sutton's fine. The only thing is, but I mean, the Packers probably one and done too.
Or we could go Matt Collins.
No, I don't know about Matt Collins.
a little too stacky. Too stack happy. Yeah, I don't know though. Maybe not go Sutton because they're playing the Bills and we're a Bills stacked team.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, who else is available at wide receiver? Tight
Pickens.
end. Who else?
Let's see. If we're just looking at wide receiver, tight end, we got Sutton, Pickens, Tim Patrick, Quentin Johnston, Romeo Dobbs, Jalen Naylor, Zach Ertz.
I don't mind Patrick here if he falls.
Yeah, we have Jameson Williams and David Montgomery. So if we get a Bills-Lions Super Bowl.
Oh, we get a Bills-Lions Super Bowl. We're rolling.
All right. Well, there you go.
If he falls.
If he falls, yeah. Ooh, the rare Grant Calcaterra pick. Dallas Goedert's back.
Which is weird, yeah, because Dallas Goedert is back.
You never look. It's one of these drafts. You know it's a playoff draft. Cortland Sutton, George Pickens, undrafted. But there goes Tylan Wallace, Jalen Naylor, and Grant Calcaterra. All right, and there goes our team. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can find the one that we just did. Well, it's not showing me the one I just did. That's weird.
If you go to the lobby where you see all the players listed and you hit refresh, it should go to the screen and then you click on the mitten 3.
Yeah, I just needed to refresh it. It wasn't.
Yeah, you got to refresh it.
Now I got it. Okay, so closing this. Let's get to this draft board. All right.
Let's look at our team. So let's look at our team.
Josh Allen. It's not bad. I mean, again, it's not just, okay, you think the Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl or, Josh Allen's the best player in fantasy. It gives you that flexibility because you're only taking one quarterback, I should say. Right? It's easy to stack Bills. And from then on, you can focus on the rest of your roster, right? I just think it makes drafting a little bit easier when you have Josh Allen.
No, for sure. The one-on-one is a huge advantage.
and to some extent, Lamar Jackson. I think. Would you agree it's pretty similar with Lamar?
What's that?
If you get Lamar, is it kind of the same thing? You can stack Ravens fairly easily. You don't have to worry about
you can stack.
quarterback because they don't have a bye.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
okay. So we got James Cook, Aaron Jones, and Monty. Pretty late. I like that we got Monty 15 picks after ADP. That's what I really like. We got Aaron Jones almost, 7 picks, I guess, 7.5 after ADP. That's also nice. What about the wide receiver / tight end? Look good?
I like this because, like, we got the Bills. We got Demont Jameson, Tim Patrick. So we got potential Bills Lions Super Bowl there, which does not seem far fetched. But then we also got like Terry and Hawkinson to give us some more outs, with like Washington or Minnesota. So yeah, I mean, of course, we're betting on the Bills making it, but if they make it, I feel good that at least the Vikings, Lions, or maybe not the Commanders so much, but Vikings and Lions could be in there. And we got Aaron Jones too, so we got a double stack there. We got Aaron Jones Hawk stack. So yeah, I like it.
If Bills Lions do meet up in the Super Bowl, this team has a really good shot, to make it. This is definitely my favorite team that I think we've done so far. So it's nice. I guess
Very
getting
nice.
1.1, not a curse in playoff baseball.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's another one. Before we say or do anything else, we need to throw Vibe Shah with the super chat. Big thanks for your incredible advice this season. Your videos, draft tips, and waiver wire gems helped me dominate and win my NFL fantasy championship. Couldn't have done it without you. Keep up the amazing work. Sharing my wins with you guys. You certainly are. Thank you very much, Vibe.
Very generous. Very generous. Thank you so much. Congratulations. That was all you this year.
Yeah. Look, if we helped it all, again, it was just, we throw the information out there, give our takes, and then, hopefully use your own knowledge, your own opinions, and inform and run with it. But yeah, it just makes us feel good to see you guys are winning championships, and obviously you got some winnings there. So appreciate it. Thank you. And of course, thank you everyone else. Let's do some more of these. We still got time before the playoffs even start, and then it's going to continue. There's so many different options out there on Underdog. So obviously, if you haven't tried Underdog yet, anybody out there watching, if you're just watching this after the fact or anything like that, check it out. The lobby, there are a ton of options, and just for NFL. I mean, look, you can do just wildcard weekend, the wildcard main slate, just the Saturday slate, just the Sunday slate, and then even then, multiple options. The bomb, if you want to throw $100 down there, and a much smaller, group pool there of competition. So that's nice. They got 5 entry max. So you're not swimming with the sharks like you do on these other sites where people just have bots putting in like 100 different lineups. Like you're not competing against that.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I hate that rule. They got to get rid of that.
It's the worst. It's like, you have zero chance to win because somebody has put some, 1,000 different lineups in, and one of them is going to get lucky. It takes the fun out of it. But anyways, single entry contest right here. So again, there's so many. This is just NFL playoffs, all these different options, and you can create private leagues as well if you want. And then of course, NBA and all the other sports that are going on. So anyways, check it out. We're going to keep drafting up. And if you haven't joined yet, try it now. Underdog, lots of fun, lots of ways to win. Use code ENDGAME if you're signing up for the first time. If you haven't tried Underdog, because they'll give you a free pick for the pick'ems, which we talked about all during the regular season. You can still do pick'ems as well for the playoffs and for NBA and NHL and everything else. And also you get the deposit match, 50%, your first deposit, up to $1,000 of bonus cash for free in your account when you sign up using code ENDGAME. So try it if you haven't yet.
And then we got more good news. Julio.
More good news. Yes, Julio, back to back. Awesome. I'm glad. I mean, look, I know sometimes you overthought things in the lineup and you're like, but you put in the time, you put in the thought, and that's why you won. So there you go. Good job, Julio. All right, guys. If you haven't yet, also hit subscribe. Thumbs up. Appreciate it. It helps us. And turn notifications on so you know next time we'll do a live draft, which won't be too far from now. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.